Joining me right now is reigning XFC and Hex Fight Series welterweight champ, Matt Vaile. What's going on, Matt?
Hey, brother. Good to have you on again. Got a lot to catch up on.
No doubt, man. No doubt. Let's go back. Last March, Hex Fight Series 13. You took the welterweight crown from Kit Campbell in a 5-round war. Coming out of that fight, do you feel there is anything else left for you to prove in the New Zealand and Australian MMA scene?
Good question. I feel like with the right opportunity for matchups, there would be, but sort of the things on the plate at the moment, like we weren't getting the right offers. So I think like one thing I've always been wanting to do is sort of get that win back against Benny Alloway, my only loss. Just bigger fights like that with people with good winning records, but there doesn't seem to be many of them around at the moment within the Australian New Zealand scene, you know. So we sort of looked abroad and got the next challenge.
Last June, I saw that you took a trip out to Bali. You got some training at Bali MMA. Was that just a vacation, or did you decide to go get some training outside of New Zealand?
Yeah, that was actually a bit of a vacation, but I sort of talked the girlfriend into letting me do pretty much as much training as I wanted to do while I was over there. So I managed to get a bit of a 50-50 give and take. Yeah, that was really cool catching up with the guys over there. A lot of Kiwis over there. Eve Ting and that come from around there. So no, it's an awesome camp there. Got some good training in. Yeah, the guys are legit.
Doing a little networking.
Yeah, for sure. I think it would be awesome to go back there sometime soon, or even do a little bit of a camp, leading up to a fight. Yeah, it's got everything you need, really.
Definitely. It's been a while, man, since you've been in the cage, and during the summertime, I heard a lot of rumors that you were going to sign with ACB, but that never happened. What happened with that situation? Was that true?
We were in talks for a fight with them in June, and then I got a little injury, so I was actually going to maybe a one fight deal with them, and I looked to fight Corey Nelson, which was sort of like the one rank in the Tapology records that he is ranked above me, I think, because he has so many wins. He's one of the OGs, been around like since the start. So we had that fight booked up, and then I unfortunately got an injury a couple weeks out. So that's sort of where I booked a vacation straight away. Ended up going to Bali because the fight didn't come together. So unfortunately that didn't happen. And I think after there was originally meant to be a show in New Zealand, an ACB in New Zealand, but I think after that Brisbane show, it didn't sort of all fall together. Not too sure how the selling for it went and all that.
You know, you're returning to competition after 7 months on the sidelines at Pancrase 300. How did this fight get put together?
Big ups to my manager Justin. So he's sort of sealed the deal on this one. We've talked with Shinji quite a bit, like since even when I've had the XFC title, because they work with the XFC quite a bit and did like a Pancrase sponsored bout to let someone fight over there, a lightweight tournament. So we've sort of always been in the background with them, but never really made anything happen. And then it was after the Hex fight, the ACB one fell through. And then they sort of talked about the 300 show, and yeah, just everything sort of fell into place. And you know, it being the 300 show and that was sort of a real pull for us. And yeah, just everything sort of come to the place, and yeah, it's looking really good.
Flying over to your opponent's home ground and fighting them in their promotion, this fight has a lot of similarities to your last fight. Having gone through that before, Has it been easier to mentally prepare yourself for this upcoming opportunity?
Yeah, for sure, bro. There's like it's a lot of people saying it's kind of a big risk in that, but I think it's sort of like a necessary step. Like, yeah, they're saying like you go over there and fight the top sort of rated Japan like welterweight, but man, if I can't beat him, I'm not going to beat the guys in the UFC. So it's like might as well just go all in. I don't think there's a lot of mental game around it. Like I think yeah, fighting over in Australia, you're always going to come up against like the hometown favorite or whatever. But you get a good plan together and then you go out there and give it your best. That's all you can do really. So I'm really excited to get over there and yeah, give it my best shot. And I think we've got a real good shot at it too.
Yeah, no risk, no reward, man. Everybody has to take a risk. If you go to the UFC and you fight a top 10 guy, you're taking a big risk. So you got to do it now or never, right?
Yeah, for sure, bro. I think yeah, like especially like with the UFC and that you can't wait around all the time. I don't want to just be sitting back and waiting, saying, "Oh, it's my turn, it's my turn." I just want to keep fighting and until they sort of have no option to say, "Man, this guy needs to be here." So that's where I want to go.
Takashi Sato is your next opponent. Former title challenger, number one ranked welterweight in Japan. What impresses you about him that makes this a challenge for you?
Yeah, with from what I've seen of him, he's got quite a unorthodox style. He's a strong southpaw. He doesn't really seem to change at all, which is quite rare these days. Like, and not only that, it's quite a rangy sort of fighter. He's sort of in and out. And then on the other spectrum of that, he's got quite strong sort of judo base and sort of ground control with his throws and sort of in the clinch and everything like that. So yeah, he's done really well up against all his past fights. And yeah, that last one that he had with the Brazilian, that was a hell of a fight. He was pretty unlucky not to get the win there, but he just edged him out, I think, at the end. And yeah, no, it's going to be definitely a good challenge. But yeah, I think we've got what it takes to put him away and going upwards, hopefully head towards the Pancrase title or something like that.
Definitely. For this camp, have you been working with any new coaches, and how helpful have they been in helping you prepare for this debut?
Yeah, man, it's been good. So we have a solid team now down at our gym in Hamilton where I live. So I have a guy I work with there as well as the rest of the team every single day now. So work with them, and up in the weekends we go up to Master Lolo with old Luke, other UFC fighter. So we get in weekend work there, and we're doing sparring up in Auckland while we're there at City Kickboxing with the rest of the UFC guys. There's just a huge amount of talent between here and Auckland that we're sort of making full use of. And not only that, in the last 3 weeks, I've finally finished with my job and I've started training full time. And man, it's made a hell of a difference, bro. I wish I'd done it earlier. It's yeah, the energy level and everything else. I've been able to just train a lot harder. Recovery's way better, and I'm just getting everything in tune, and it's all coming to place, bro.
Definitely, man. It's good to see that you guys are all kind of joining forces and helping each other grow the teams in New Zealand.
Yeah, hard out. I think New Zealand's too small not to do that, bro. It's like, yeah, everyone's sort of friends and family here, so just get in there and then everyone's sort of helping each other out. It's no real bad feelings or anything. I think everyone appreciates different styles and the different people coming together. It all helps each other.
I saw that you worked with Smarter Performance. I think this is your second time. How much of a difference has it made for you working with them for this training camp?
Yeah, so I only just started them before my Hex fight, probably 5 weeks or something before my Hex fight. So he's been really good. He's got a real good look into sort of strength and conditioning. We've worked in that around the other training as well. So we're not overtraining. We're sort of keeping the conditioning perfect. If we're lacking somewhere, we'll pick it up somewhere else. But I found like even in my Hex fight, a lot of difference to my other ones. So in my other fights, sometimes I come away from the exchange and I'll be quite tired and the body would need a bit of a shakeout and that kind of thing. But even like the Hex fight, I could be focused through 5 rounds and the body didn't really give out on me at all. I felt like I could have gone even another couple, just felt focused the whole time and ready for, when their attack or, the body was sort of well in check. And I think it's just a little strengthening things. It's nothing major strength gains. It's just, I think all the little muscles and everything being conditioned to, just going the full distance, been the main difference,
In this fight is being streamed live on UFC Fight Pass, and on top of that, it is the main event from what I've heard. Those are 2 big incentives for you to perform well.
Yeah, bro, for sure. That's pretty much what was the ultimate choice on taking the fight. The 300 show in Pancrase itself on UFC Fight Pass. It's one of the longest running MMA shows. Yeah, I think a good performance on this will really outreach to the rest of the world and finally show a bit of talent out there and hopefully get recognized,
You mentioned earlier a title shot. So are you going into this fight mentally focused and thinking that this is a title eliminator?
Yeah, for sure. Like, I'm taking this at the highest regard, Like, this is the most important by far. I'm not even worried about what happens after this. This is all about this fight, and ultimately, this is my whole legacy leading up to this. This is where my career goes from here. This all counts down to this one fight. It's only 3 rounds as well. So my last, I think, 5 fights have been 5-round fights. So I'm definitely going to be putting everything into those 2 rounds. So you might get a bit more bang for your buck this time.
Yeah, for sure. When you lay your head at night, on the pillow, how do you see this fight playing out in your mind?
So yeah, we've looked at it quite a bit, and we're sort of looking at more, I think, taking it as more of a technical striking battle, and trying to take the advantages over him. Not getting him into a bit of a rush and urgency straight away, but wanting to sort of capitalize definitely on sort of the striking area of it. But yeah, we've got a lot of things in plan. I won't give away too much, but yeah, I'm definitely going to be looking for the finish as always. And we've got some good tricks, so I'll tell you that.
For sure. Pancrase 300, October 21st, the main event. Matt Vaile takes on Takashi Sato. This is going to be a great fight, man. You guys both come to bang, and you guys are technical at the same time, so it's going to be a showcase for both of you guys.
Yeah, for sure. We've got some new tricks to bring to the action too. So you're going to see the Viper 2.0, I think.
All right, man. It's always good talking to you, Matt, and good luck in your fight.
Awesome, brother. Thanks for having me on. Catch you later.